What's going on YouTube? My name is King Langer, and today is finally the day the new Falling in Reverse album, Coming Home, has been released in a store near you. I wouldn't know because I pre-ordered the album, so I don't have to go out to the store and get it. I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. I want to do an album review for this because the album is amazing. I love every single song on this album. So anyway, let's hop right into it. First and foremost, the first 3 tracks on the album I already did reviews for, so I will not be talking about them in this video. Coming Home, Broken, and Loser. If you guys would like to see my review and my reaction for those, I will leave the links in the description. Go check them out. Alright, starting off with track number 4, it's called F You and All Your Friends. This song is very catchy, especially the chorus. It's kind of one of those songs where, you know, if you're driving down the road and you have your windows down, music blaring, this is the perfect kind of song to be singing along to or whatever. It's not one of my favorites off the album, but it's definitely a really great song. The lyrics actually at the beginning of the song where it says, this will be the last time I ever sing about a person that I'd rather not name, that was actually lyrics that they had posted on their Instagram when they were posting all those really cryptic messages. It was like the pictures were backwards, so you had to like show it in a mirror or something so you're able to read it. I thought that was really cool. And a lot of people were wondering, is that the name of a song or is that lyrics? And for the people who said it was lyrics, you were right. They were lyrics, but it was at the beginning of the song. The song mainly talks about like a best friend, especially at the end of the chorus. It says, I guess best friends don't last forever. So that's just where I was like, oh, okay. So this song is about maybe a best friend that he lost or something like that. But in my opinion, you could use it, and if you're just got out of a breakup with an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, you could use this song for that, especially because at the beginning it says, you think you're so god dang cool, but everybody thinks you're a effing fool, and like, I hate you and all your friends, blah, blah, blah. That could be used for like a breakup or something. That's my opinion anyway. The song kind of sounded a little pop punk to me. Maybe it could just be just regular rock, but it definitely sounded a little pop punkish to me, which is almost completely new for Falling in Reverse. I've never heard them actually do like a pop punk sounding song before. So that was really interesting to see. I really, really liked this song. Track number 5 is called I Hate Everyone. And in my opinion, this is the worst song on the album. Not to say that it's a bad song, because it is a pretty good song when you actually listen to it and you hear the lyrics for it. But just in comparison to all the other great songs on this album, it doesn't compare. It's the worst song on the album. Most of the time when I'm in the car and I'm listening to the CD, as soon as the song comes on, I hit the skip button. Like, that's how much I don't really like it. I like it, but then again, I don't like it. I just skip the song just so I can get to the other great songs on the album. I kind of got the sense that this album was talking about like a bad breakup. Like, that's what the song's about. Saying that I hate everyone. Like, because of you, I hate everyone, and I hate you and your mom and your friends and just everything that you hate. But then towards the breakdown, it says like, I've seen better days because this is the worst day ever, and I hate everyone but you. So it's like, okay, maybe this is about a breakup, but you're still like in love with that person, or you still like that person. You're saying, I hate everyone but you, but I hate everyone because of you. It's really confusing, but yeah, not the best song, Ronnie. I'm sorry. Track number 6 is called I'm Bad at Life. I apologize. I keep looking at my phone because I have my notes on here. This is by far one of my favorite songs off this record. There are 3 songs that are tied for my favorite, and this is one of them. Just a great song all around. The lyrics are amazing. I love Ronnie's voice to start the song during the first verse. His vocals are just nice and soft, and just he sings it with ease kind of thing. And the lyrics just have so much meaning behind them. Especially the first line of the chorus where it says, don't hold your breath for me, but watching you turn blue would be comforting. Like, jeez, didn't mean for that to happen. That just hits you right in the heart right there. It's showing like, don't hold your breath for me, but if you do and you start to turn blue from holding your breath for so long for me, like, I appreciate that. Like, that shows me that you care kind of thing. That hits deep. That is some deep lyrics right there. During the breakdown, the guitar solo is awesome during the breakdown. One of the best guitar solos they have on this record. My opinion, what I took from this song is he's talking about getting together with a girl, despite what people say about him, because he says in there, he says, like, don't, my God, during the first verse, he says, like, don't listen to what they say, kind of thing, don't listen to what they say about the person I am today. And, like, people are talking bad about him. No, don't get with him. He's terrible. He'll treat you bad and all this different stuff. He's saying, don't care what other people think about me. Just be with me because I'm me, kind of thing. Like, for the person that I am. The part where he says throughout the song that I'll give you bad advice because I'm bad at life, although that is very deep, I'm not sure what that means. Like, when you listen to the whole song and then you hear that part, it's like, not sure what to take from that kind of thing. Towards the end of the song, I love how Ronnie screams the last part of the chorus where he says, I'll give you bad advice because I'm bad at life. He just screams it at the top of his lungs. I love that. The scream, it's not like his normal scream. Like, he doesn't actually scream like in his other albums. He doesn't scream like that on this album. And I find that good in a sense. Like, not to say that I don't like his screams, because I love his screams, but like this kind of album with this kind of style of music really doesn't call for that kind of screaming. But this one, it's like he's just like from the top of his lungs just screaming it out to the world, and I really, really like that. Sorry. And of course, at the very, very end of the song, when he says, I'll give you bad advice because I'm bad at life, and then he like kisses, makes a kissing noise in the song. That's just classic Ronnie. Like, when he did it, I laughed, but then immediately I was like, oh, that's Ronnie for you. By far, one of my favorite songs off this album. Definitely, if you have not heard this song, definitely check it out. Track number 7 is called Hanging On. Starts off nice and heavy, but then kind of goes into like a more softer, like pop punkish feel when it gets to the chorus. A lot of these songs, well, not a lot of them, but a few of these songs off this album actually do sound like pop punk music. And what I consider pop punk is like A Day to Remember kind of thing. Like, they are like the centerpiece for pop punk in the last few years. And when I think of pop punk, I think of A Day to Remember. So when I hear these songs, I'm like, oh yeah, some of these songs, I could see A Day to Remember playing these, or I could see A Day to Remember singing to these, kind of thing. Kind of going on a wild guess here, but I think this song is talking about like a girl leading him on and not wanting a relationship, or kind of just like friends with benefits kind of thing. Like, they're sleeping together, but then they go on their separate ways the next day, kind of thing, and then they get back together to sleep together again. Because he's saying like, don't leave me hanging and complicate it. All we are is setting ourselves up to fall apart. So it's like, okay, like, that's what I think about when I hear that. Like, okay, a girl's leading him on, or they keep talking about getting together, and she doesn't really want a relationship. She's just leading him on, kind of thing. Definitely a good song. Again, not in my top 3 for my favorites, but definitely a really great song to just vibe to and to sing along with. All these songs are really catchy. Track number 8 is called Superhero, and this may actually be the headliner for my top 3. I love this song to death. I almost have every single word down, like memorized. This song I just love. I'm driving down the street, windows down, music blaring. Soon as this song comes on, I just love singing along to this song. The chanting throughout the song, the oh, 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 I love that. It gives me chills. It's all throughout the song, like just a bunch of people got on the mic just to chant this throughout the song. I love it. No idea what this song is about, which is really unfortunate because I really do love this song. If you guys know what the meaning of this song is, please leave it down in the comments. I would love to know what this song is about. The lyrics just all throughout the song are great. Again, I don't know what they are or what they mean, but especially during the chorus, I don't want to be a superhero because I can't save the world, so I'm never going to get the girl. Superhero because I can't save myself, much less somebody else. I just got to do better. Just whoever wrote this song, whether it was Ronnie by himself or he had somebody help him write this song, mwah, beautiful job on writing this song. The chorus is super catchy. Like I said, I love just singing along to it, whether I'm driving down the street or just sitting here in my room and the song comes on. I love just singing along to it. The breakdown, I think I said earlier in this video, like one of the songs that had like the best breakdown. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But that song, if I did, that song did not have the best breakdown. And this song doesn't have the best breakdown either. The song after this that I'm going to review has the best breakdown. But this breakdown was amazing, even without a guitar solo. This breakdown did not have a guitar solo whatsoever, and it was still one of the best breakdowns on this record. That's how good it was. This song is amazing. If you have not heard this song yet, click off this video. Yes, I'm telling you to click off my video and go listen to this song right now. Do it. Track number 9 is called Straight to Hell, and this is the third song in my top 3. This song is the heaviest, and I mean the heaviest song on this record. It is brutal. It is so beautiful how heavy it is. The heaviest song on the record. Starts out with like electric sounding music in the beginning, and then just gets right into it with guitars, drums, bass, just the whole 9 yards, and it's heavy. It's heavy. Love Ronnie's vocals on the verses. Just like with the other song, Bad at Life, just real nice and soft and ease, and just like the end of the verses, when it really when the music actually like picks up and it gets real heavy and he's hitting those high notes. Those high notes are just mwah. I love a good high note, and those high notes are some of the best on this record. Especially at the end of those verses, I'm not sure who's singing with Ronnie on the verses. Because, when he sings, what kills me slowly, and then it's somebody else singing while he's hitting that high note. I'm not sure who that sorry. I'm not sure who that is. If you guys know who it is, I'm telling you guys to leave all kinds of comments. Please leave it down in the comments below, because he has a really good voice. If he's from a different band or just like a solo artist, I would definitely like to look into it. I love the whole chorus. The chorus is real heavy. But I love the end of the chorus, the lyric at the end that says, and if you could cast a spell, would it be to watch me fail? Like, that's deep. Not sure what the meaning of it is, but I can tell you, I don't even know what the meaning is. And that lyric is deep. That is deep to me. This is the song, the best. Hands down, you cannot convince me otherwise. This is the best breakdown on the entire record. The best. I don't care what you say. You could disagree with me all you want. This is by far the best breakdown. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I love the dual guitars, especially before it gets into the actual guitar solo. It's just one of those breakdowns where you could just headbang the whole time. Love the dual guitars. Sorry. And then after the dual guitars, it kicks right into the guitar solo. One of the best guitar solos on this record, hands down. And I love one of the best things about this song, I loved at the end when Ronnie screams, if I could cast a spell. And then after he screams that, then the gang vocals kick in for the chord, and they all kick in, I would send you straight to hell. And it's just the heaviest breakdown after that, just dun-dun. Dun, 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 dun. I love it. I love it. I cannot do it justice how good the breakdowns in this song are. And then, of course, then the breakdown follows. And then, of course, all the gang vocals kick in. And if you could cast a spell, would it be to watch me fail? The breakdown continues all the way to the end of the song. I cannot say any better things about this song. This song was just that good. Track number 10 is called I Don't Mind. I think I know what this is about. The first verse of the song obviously is talking about his mother, and that's some of the deepest lyrics that are on this album, when he says, my biggest fear is coming true, mother, I'm becoming you. And also he says, mother, you are an addict and you passed it down to me, but who am I to cast a stone with a daughter I never see? Like, one tear falls when you hear that. like, because it's so deep. Like, I don't think I've ever heard Ronnie write as many songs that have deep lyrics as there are on this album. Like, this whole album is just deep. It hits you right here. Almost every single song, it's just deep. And then, it breaks into the chorus and stuff. And then the second verse, I'm pretty sure it talks about how people perceive him, because he says, drag me through the dirt again and crucify my name. And all this different stuff. And, putting all your stuff on me like I'm the one to blame kind of thing. I feel like that's how people perceive him kind of thing, if that makes sense. I may be wrong. If I am wrong, please tell me. This song, another sick, nasty breakdown. And I loved Ronnie's high note during, like, the bridge or the tag or whatever you want to call it. It was, like, real low. He sings, "You don't belong here, but I don't mind." Whew, I didn't think he could hit those kind of low notes, man. Like, I know he could hit those high notes and scream and all this different stuff, but I did not know he could hit those kind of low notes. That gave me chills when I first heard it. This song, all in all, great song. Not my favorite, but it's still a lot better than I Hate Everyone. Track number 11 is called The Departure, and this is actually another song that they played on tour. They never released it as a single, but they played it on tour. Ronnie plays guitar for the song on tour, which is really cool to see him play guitar. I didn't know he could play guitar. Another song that I really don't know what it's about. A lot of these songs, I listen to them over and over and over again, trying to find the meaning so I could, like, talk to you about it. And I really couldn't figure it out. Apparently, what I heard was that Ronnie had actually wrote this song a while back, but never found the right time to put it on an album until now. So, like, it's just been sitting in the back of his mind, like, okay, this song, would it be a good fit for this album? Now, let's hold off on it. Okay, what about this album? Now, again, let's hold off on it. And then this album, he said, now, this is the right time. We need to put this song on this album now. Like, this is the right time for this song. Honestly, I prefer this song live. It was great live, but listening to it on the record, it's like, it's okay. Like, at the end of the song, you can barely hear Ronnie's screams singing "Somebody Set Me Free." Live, that's all he does. He just screams it and he goes crazy. He throws the guitar in the air and smashes the guitar, and it's amazing live. But then on the record, like, it's like real muffled. Like, you can barely hear him screaming it in the background. Didn't like that. This song, not my favorite. Probably one of the lesser good, if that makes sense, one of the lesser good songs on this album. It's a step up above I Hate Everyone, but it's still kind of I skip this song whenever it comes on as well. Alright, now we're getting into the two bonus tracks. If you guys got the deluxe version or if you've listened to it on YouTube, then here we go. Track number 12 is called Right Now. It's one of the bonus songs. This is definitely, like, not even pop punk. This is like a pop song. Like, it has that pop feeling to it, to me anyway. What I got from it was that it talks about what he hates. He says he hates the media and how they spin every word. He hates self-righteous people and, like, just talking about everything he hates and people talking bad about him, all this different stuff. And then during the chorus, he says, right here, right now, I'm going to tell you how I could give a F what you're about. That I really like that lyric, because you could just use that into everyday life. If somebody's talking trash about you or whatever, like, you could just apply this song to that situation kind of thing. Like, I don't care what you're about. Like, you're friends, you try to act friends with me, and then behind my back you say all this different stuff. And the song says, like, you think you're cooler than me, but you're not what you seem. You're riding on my popularity. And it says, all I'm saying is, oh, don't come around here acting like you're my friend. You keep reeling me in and selling me out. I could give a F what you're about right here, right now. I really like that lyric, that whole chorus. It's true. It's true. You just have to apply that to your everyday life. No matter if somebody's talking trash about you or something bad's going on. Just, I could give an F about the people that are talking bad about me. I don't care about them. They're talking bad about me. because they have nothing better to do, kind of thing. And that's what people have to realize. That's why I really like this song. It has a really good meaning behind it. I also really like the lyric during the second verse. He says, "I'm not a bad guy, it's just my reputation is effed, but I'll embrace it because I have no other choice and it sucks. If you don't think that's wrong, then you're as dumb as this song." I agree with I agree with this because yeah, he's done some bad things. You know, he went to prison, and I think he got arrested because at a concert he threw a mic stand into the crowd and somebody got hurt. So he's done some things that I'm sure he regrets now. You know, he jokes about it, but I'm sure he regrets it. And that's how his reputation is. Just people like, "Oh yeah, that's that guy, you know, he went to prison and he threw a mic stand at somebody and he, you know, allegedly hit his ex-girlfriend and he got arrested for that, and he's just a bad person. He's a bad dude. Don't hang out with him. Don't listen to his music because he's bad." And that's not true. He's a you know, I met him. He seemed like a pretty good guy. I met him at the meet and greet that I went to back in January. He seemed like a really chill, laid-back kind of guy. And his reputation is horrible. Like, I've read all kinds of things about him that say how terrible he is. And he says that he'll embrace it because he has no other choice. And he says, and if you think that's wrong, which it is, then you're as dumb as this song. I don't think your reputation should define who you are. Like, okay, just because if I do something by accident, or maybe I regret it later on, and people say, "Well, you're a bad person because you did that. It was an accident, or it was a one-time thing and I regret it," kind of thing. But people are always going to remember me for being a bad person. Like, no, that's not right. That's not right at all. Nobody should deserve to be treated that way. Track number 13 and the final bonus song on this album, on the deluxe album, is called Paparazzi. Definitely a pop punk song. Love the chorus with all the high notes that Ronnie hits with ease. If you listen to the song, you know what I'm talking about, especially when he sings the paparazzi part and I need my big break. Like, he goes way up there. Like, he hits those notes with ease. He blows those notes out of the water. It's just mind-blowing that how easily he hit those notes. I love the harmony at the end of the chorus when Ronnie sings, "I'm a little bit shameless, just wanna be famous," and the voice comes over top, "Just wanna be famous." If you know anything about me, I love harmony. I love it. 4-part harmony, 3-part harmony, 2-part harmony. I love whenever quartets or even bands like this, when they do harmony like this, it gives me chills. It blows my mind. I can't help but do a Ric Flair. Woo! I can't help it. I love harmony. And they nailed it on this song. I love the high notes during the breakdown that Ronnie sings. I can't remember how it goes, but just the high notes. I think he sings, "Oh, I'm shameless for you," and "Oh, I want to be famous too," or something like that. But I mean, it's just way up there, and he just holds those high notes throughout that whole phrase. That blew my mind as well. I love how at the very end of the song, he says, "Thank you," at the end of the song. Like, he says, "Thank you," and you hear the applause in the background, all this different stuff. That made me feel, not only was he saying thank you, like, at the end of the song for listening to that song, but I feel like that was perfect placement at the end of the album, because I feel like he's also saying, like, thank you for listening to the whole album. I really like that. Very classy, if that's what he did. Very classy. Thank you, Ronnie, for doing that. I just realized after I recorded this whole thing, the video is about like 27 minutes unedited. My God, I really hope it's not that long once I edit it down. I'm hoping it's under like 10 minutes, maybe under 15 minutes at the longest, kind of thing. But I had a lot to talk about. It's because this album, like I said in one of the songs earlier, this album is not their best. It's a fantastic album. Fashionably Late is by far my favorite album that they've released. I love every single song off that album. But this album is a very close second. Like, this album just blew my mind. When Ronnie said this album was going to be different than anything they've ever done, he was not lying, and it was different in a fantastic way. This album, sorry, this album was amazingly fantastic. Every song except for I Hate Everyone, still a good song, just didn't like it. Same with The Departure, a good song, didn't like the album version. But every other song, including the 3 singles, just amazing musicianship, amazing writing skills for the lyrics. Just everything about this album is amazing. Thank you, Ronnie, for putting out this album. The hype was real. They kept putting all these cryptic messages out, getting you ready for the tour. And then at the tour, they played a few of the new songs. They played Loser, they played The Departure, they played Coming Home. And then when they said, oh, the album comes out in April, it's like, but you said it was going to come out the end of 2016. What's going on? And then the album came out today, and they did not disappoint. Like, the wait was worth it. By far. Definitely. Probably this will be my favorite album that comes out this whole year. Guaranteed. I love this album. I cannot say that enough. This album is amazing. If you enjoyed this video, and if you made it this far through the video, go ahead and drop a like down below. Thank you so much for watching. I love this album to death. If you have not picked up this album yet, go out and get it right now. Click off this video, turn off your computer, put your keys in your car, and drive to the closest Best Buy or FYE or wherever sells this album and get this album immediately. That is all I have to say. I will see you guys in the next video.